Back to Professional Sniper course. Grab yourself a coffee and let's dive right in. So, in the first two videos, I was talking about manipulations and how I traded GU and UC. So, right now I would like to dive in more into like the tactics, how it looks, not even like without looking on a blank sheet of paper, basically. So, we're gonna start off with a manipulation box, all right, or consolidation box, and very quiet times. So this is the start of the Asian session usually, all right. So if you see a price action after the daily closes, the daily candle closes, you see a price action that is stuck in ranging market, something probably like this, up and down, but it's still in the box, all right, like this. It's stuck in a box, ranging from resistance to support, just like this. So this is called consolidation because the price is just consolidating and not going absolutely anywhere. So let's continue drawing. All right, this is like probably like the 6 hours of doing pretty much nothing, and right before London session we gonna get some quick spikes. As I mentioned previously in two videos, we always need to have some big bars breaking this box, basically breaking out of the zone. So it can be either up, first bar, second bar, third bar. This can take about like 1 hour to 3 hours, and this is where we start marking our resistance areas and support because it could be future reference to some nice emotion in a trader. So let's start off again with the consolidation box. It's usually the Asian session, all right? So you have Asian session right here starting at the daily closes, and then we're having a consolidation, and a move at the start of the London session. We get a move, fake move, as I explained. It could be one or like basically 1 or 3 bars, and you will get bullish bars for fake bullish move, or the opposite. So you'll get a down move, 3 bar or 4 bar. It doesn't matter. It's usually always a trap move. It's a trap move. So you were looking for the Asian break to the upside or downside, and then we're looking for some kind of pattern. Today I wanted to discuss the manipulation patterns. It could look like this. Very, very sharp move to the upside. Very fast. All right, and then some kind of messing around. Let me just find an arrow. Okay. Or actually, let's get something that I can draw with it. You can get a brush, all right, and you'll get a small action, do nothing, after the big spike. And then what I'll do, I'll mark this first point. Okay, let's delete this so it will not distract you. And I will mark the first point because that's some kind of resistance, always. And then we'll move higher. can move higher and do another spike to this resistance and then sharp drop. And this is creating a double top pattern I was talking about. It's called M pattern, double top, it doesn't matter. It's a bearish reversal, especially in the morning when London session starts. Okay, this is the first type of M pattern or double top, because we can have also this. Let me delete this, remove it, and we can also have patterns like this. The right shoulder is not gonna go so high, it's just gonna go this low, and this is also considered a double top, because if this shoulder is not so high, it means one thing, and that's a bullish, like the bulls, they don't have enough control now, because they didn't have such a strength to go to this resistance again, and they can just be stuck in this support, because this is support, right? This is a support, and it will be stuck here for a little while before we're gonna break down. Because if we're gonna break down, gonna break this low, the pattern is confirmed now. And what we can do, we can wait for the retest and then go short. Go short from here, and it will drop definitely to new lows. All right, so this is the one of the patterns I like to trade in the London session. Let's show you another one. A massive spike again, massive spike, pullback, a massive spike again, pullback, and another spike, another spike to the resistance. And you're like thinking, oh, okay, it's just gonna break out. All right. And normal trader, retail trader, is focusing on what? Is focusing on breakout, because that's what he read on Baby Pips. Because if price breaks out, it's a buy. So this is the pattern. It breaks out. Perfect. I'm gonna buy. No. Let's stop here. A professional sniper will wait, because he knows that if this is in the start of the London session, it's a trap. So he's gonna wait, because what's gonna happen now is ridiculous. Kaboom. We're back under this resistance. All right, we're under the resistance again. What that shows, that it's a false breakout. A false breakout on a 15-minute chart or 5-minute chart, it doesn't matter. But you got a massive wick being formed because this price action right here. It came to the top and dropped below. That's a good indication. So let's wait. The pattern should be looking like this. Should be going down again and to the support. It should look like this. And if we break, we can expect what? We can expect a pullback. Pullback to support. There's always pullback. And sometimes we can even get a pullback higher to these like micro highs, okay? Because this is also a tiny resistance minor. And then we can drop from there, all right? And what we formed right now? A head and shoulder. A head and shoulder pattern. That's what everyone knows, right? It's so easy to trade. Or that's what everyone thinks. So this is a head and shoulder, but with a false breakout right here. And you can sell it as a sniper right here, or from this point, because if we get under, you can sell right away, because you know This was just a false breakout, and now your stop loss could be right here. This is your stop loss right now, and it could be 5 pips or 10 pips stop loss. Why? Because you know this is the end of the manipulation. If we look here, this is the Asian session, and this is the manipulation. 1, 2, and 3 candles, and we've got patterns like this or this, a head and shoulder or M pattern. And this could be called Batman pattern, okay? Sometimes in manipulation times, if we delete all of this, you can get a Batman pattern, bat pattern. I like it very much because when you trade news, and you shouldn't, but if you know how to, you can use this technique. I called gold with this many times. Not even gold, just so many pairs. All right, so this is very sharp spike after news, like probably like 50 70 pips. You get this, like very fast rebound. Let's delete this. A very fast sharp rebound because there was some kind of resistance, and another massive pullback, I mean bullish run, and then boom, it's gonna stop. It's not gonna go there as high anymore, and we'll go back to the neckline. It's gonna be very close to each other. It's not gonna be some massive big M which is visible and anybody can see it, because it's manipulation. So they don't want you to see the patterns. They will just reverse and drop. All right, so let's mark our neckline right here. It's gonna just drop, and it's just gonna stop where was minor resistance. All right, so there was not gonna be any pullback. It will just reverse immediately after this spike right here, the second one. Okay, so you will take short around here, because you can see that in M5, basically M5, you can tell that there is M formation thanks to seeing smaller candle shapes and wicks. You gotta have wicks, okay? So if this has a massive wicks like this, it's got a wicks, and the wicks aren't as high here on the second like right shoulder, it means it's bearish pattern and it will drop. So eventually I caught gold many times on this, because the M pattern or the Batman pattern was so clean that I took it short and immediately reversed, and it started dropping like crazy, and also it went even lower than the point where we started. So if we started before news and it popped like this from the news, thankfully, to spotting this pattern, we'll go even lower. So we'll go even lower and retest this right here and keep dropping if we have strong rejection from this point. All right. Okay. So we talked about so many M patterns and double tops. Okay. So let's go back to Asian. So always find your Asian box or consolidation, it doesn't matter. And let's find a consolidation price action. It doesn't always look like this, okay? It's hard to see every single time to spot like Asia being in a box, okay? It could be like this, like this, like this, but still, it's not going anywhere, all right? Because Asian session sometimes doesn't do anything. But I have a one trick for you. in Asian session, which I will cover definitely later on. Let's now focus on this Asian session right now. All right. So we were talking about so many double tops and patterns. Let's focus on the opposite. All right. So big bearish bars. Let's make them slimmer. All right, more slim. And you have the first candle, and you have the second candle, and the third candle, emotion trading, emotional triggering. Okay, so let's go for it. You have a massive spike on the third one with a massive wick formed. So what I usually do, again, mark the support. The end of the wick, there is a support. And also, you can put buy limits around this level if you're sure it's a reversal. If you know that it was so quiet in Asian session, and on a daily and a 4-hour chart, we are creating a new lows. If we're creating a new lows and you see such a price action, bearish price action with a wicks on the bottom, let's do another. Let's do another candle to show you. All right, another bearish candle. If you see something like this, you know, first of all, this wick is going to be filled. Wick filling is something that's very important to your trading because it can show you many like momentum and liquidity drops or pushes. Okay, so if you see wick like this, what I would expect that this wick is going to fill. And if price is in momentum, which is, because we had nothing here in the Asia, and then we start dropping, that's momentum. You want to see momentum means big candles, big strong candles, and then rejections, that's momentum. And if we have a momentum, we can expect this wick right here to be filled, meaning that we can see another candle like this. It's going to fill the wick all the way down here and create a small tiny wick penetrating this support right here. And of course, as a smart trader, if I know that on a daily chart or 4-hour chart or 1-hour chart, we are creating a new lows, and this is probably a manipulation, I will go long. And I can go long right here from the support, which is right down here. Put my stop loss about, well, I'm drawing, so it's not accurate. It says 30 pips, but my stop is usually like 10 to 20 pips. All right, so I can go long from this wick point if I know this whole move is manipulation. And what did I say about the profit targets? You can always put it higher than the Asian session, and according to a daily chart on the 4-hour chart, you can extend your profit targets. Okay, so I'll go long from this point, and what we're gonna see now is rejection. So bullish bar straight up, killing and engulfing all these 3 candles. Very bullish right now all of a sudden. Why? Because it's a trap move to the downside. It's a trap move. And now we're looking for what? We're looking for W. So let's wait. Oh, a bullish candle again. Bullish candle, but right here should be a resistance, minor resistance. So what's going to happen? A pullback. A pullback. Doing nothing for now. because we're reversing, and then boom, strong rejection again, strong rejection, smashing back where we were, smashing back. Amazing price action. All right, and what are we forming right now? What are we forming? A deceleration, smaller candles. That's deceleration. All right, smaller candles next to each other, basically. It doesn't have to be next to each other, but smaller candles, inside bars, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's have inside candles. Sorry for that. Okay, we're now having a double bottom on M5 or M15 time frame. What that means, we're gonna go bullish. We're gonna go very bullish because this is manipulation. Manipulation from market makers to trick shorts right here. Right here. And right here. All right. Let's get text on. So I'll write something for you. So let's delete this. Oh, let's wait for my keyboard to turn on. Sorry for that. All right. So the first push, and the second push, and the third push. Emotion. Hunting. They hunt emotions. All right? Because all you see is making money, so they want emotion from you. So you can take shorts right here, right here, right here, and then boom, they're just gonna reverse. Massive bullish bar, massive bullish bar, engulfing bullish bar. It doesn't have to be so big. It can be like more quiet, but it's reversing from the point. And what you can do now, you can take buys. Don't take buys if it's up here, okay? Because that's too late. You want to be always ahead of the game. So you can take buys from here, or as I said, from this level, the support level, it bounced up the smaller candles. Perfect. That shows rejection, deceleration. Deceleration is all of this, okay? So you can take buys from here or here as a sniper. And we always want to get snipers, so for the best risk reward. If you're sure about this short being manipulated, that you know this is the end, and you can put smaller stop loss. The smaller you stop, the bigger reward. If your reward is up here, that's like 11%. If your stop is 5 pips, 10 pips, 15 pips, it's still pretty decent. All right. So you can take buys again from this level, Oh, sorry. Let's remove this. Okay, I'll just put arrows so it's easier. So from this level, you can take buys, or this level, and this level as well. You can still take buys, but your risk reward is going to be worse and worse every time you put buy orders at the higher prices, okay? So this is a double top. I mean, double bottom pattern. And that's very bullish. So what's going to happen after? It's just going to explode. And it will create a massive daily pin bar because we had a nice double bottom. And very, very sharp drop and reversal right here. Okay? So this is double bottom pattern. And after this, I'll show you another one. I'll show you another pattern that happens very regularly on the M15, on H1, on H4. It's very, very good to trade. So spike down, very emotional again. 3 bars. I'm not gonna draw it again, but you'll get something like this. Sharp reversal from bearish move. Very, very all of a sudden, very bearish move. The Asian box. All right. Now we have left shoulder right here. Let's grab this one. Let's extend it a little bit. Okay. After this, there's going to be another sharp drop. Oh my god. I'm so emotional. I'm just going to take so much short and I'll make tons of profit. And all of a sudden, it's back to this point, which could be a neckline. And you mark all these zones. You mark all of this, because it could be very helpful to identifying a reversal. All right. After this, what can happen? Oh my god, it's falling again. Damn it. What I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna okay, I'm gonna take short. Yeah, I know it needs to go again to this low, and it needs to continue, and I will make so much money being short. Because what I saw, there's a bearish momentum, so I will just place so many sell orders, because I know that's short. Obviously, it's short. Okay, and all of a sudden it spikes back up, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do? I'm so emotional. Damn it. I'll probably just hold, because I'm not gonna lose. I'll just hold, right? And what happened right here? It's formation called inverse head and shoulders. You probably know all of this, but many people still don't believe in these patterns. But I'm telling you right now, it's very powerful. I've had inverse head and shoulders creating a massive daily reversal on M15 on gold. It was amazing trade. So now we are on gold, 60-minute chart, and I'll show you a real example of inverse head and shoulders. So let's go forward. Let's start marking our support resistance, the wick right here. I've included the session breaks as well to get better idea. And let's wait. This is the Asian session start. It should be quiet. Not much happening. Okay. And this is already the this is the end of Asian session. We're now looking on an hourly chart, so it's gonna look a little bit different. It's not gonna be so big. Let's go forward. This is London session manipulation now. Okay, fake move to the downside, as it seems, because this is the Asian session box right here. Even from here actually, because we started right here. So this is the Asian box. As you can tell, this is the Asian box, and it's not so like small price action. It doesn't look as I drawn before. All right, that's what I said. It doesn't always look like this. But the main thing is that we have manipulation to the downside now. What there is, that's a good key indication that it could reverse according to my strategy. Okay, let's go forward. Boom. This is amazing example of manipulation, guys. This is a wick fill right here, and let's start marking up. This is a support level. Let's go forward. Okay, confirmed right here. Let's go forward. Massive spike to the upside. Again, what this shows you, that we are creating a new lows. Look at it. So I said, if you had a previous price action with so much bullish or bearish momentum and bearish price action for many days, what you can expect if we are about to hit some daily levels, that means if you go on a daily chart and you see some support, you can always get such a move, such as like having a uh, manipulation to the downside or to the upside. So let's take a look again. Asian session right here, and right off Asian session. By the way, this is a nice retest of these uh, lows. Like, this is a support, now it's broken, and now it's retested, okay? But let's not focus on that. It's just how technical price action trading is so good. Let's get back to our London session, okay? This is a London session going to an E session as well. We have 4 o'clock in here, okay? So what I would suggest right now, if I see such a wick right here, that's definitely showing that this whole move is again emotion hunting, to take short, and take shorts right here. So many, like so much money being poured in this to trap traders. Okay, this wick right here, amazing, perfect entry. Because if we would be on 15-minute chart, I'm not gonna press it because that's gonna mess everything up. But if you were on a 15-minute chart, I'm pretty sure we had a double bottom right here, because we didn't penetrate this low from the first push. I mean, from the third push, okay? We didn't penetrate it, so that means only one thing. This whole thing is, again, manipulation. It's all manipulation again. Okay, let's go forward. Amazing. What is this? A wick fill. Let's go. Amazing wick fill. Wick fill. What this tells you that we were right. It's swallowing a whole price action from right here. So many short traders got caught in this. So many traders right now. And they're crying because they're losing. Amazing. Perfect buys. And I would be long from the neckline, that would be probably there. And the stop loss 20 pips or even lower under the wick, okay? 16 pips, amazing risk reward. Your risk reward would be here because that's support or resistance right here, or your take profits would be right there because the previous structure, okay? But I'll probably do it here if I know that's a daily chart. Okay, let's go forward. Some resistance hitting, consolidating and pulling back, pulling higher again, spiking almost to the highs. And let's start, we can start seeing that this could be a inverse head and shoulders. Where is the potential for the right shoulder to go? Where? Here, because this is the support from the left side, if you look. Okay, let's go forward. Amazing. Let's mark another zone right here, because that's wicks. You can see wicks right here as well. Check this out. Go forward. Boom, right to the zone right here. If you look left, always look left. You can see it spiked through, it came back up. It's rejecting a little bit. Amazing. Look at this zone right here. Right now, it looks very good. It's a pullback after run up. This fake move is swallowed. This is, everything is destroyed because now we know this is a manipulation to the downside. We can go long from the neckline or from the sniper limit, buy limit right here. I did take longs from this level, I think. My stop loss was like 17 pips. And you can go long from this point as well because it's a pullback. I'm pretty sure that at that time that was beautiful EMA rejecting as well. Just find a brush. Sorry for that. A bit confused right now. Where is the brush? It's got to be here. Yes, got it now. Okay, so at that time we probably had EMA going like this. And EMAs are very good entry points as well. So if you are waiting for confirmations, you want to go long right here as well. Go long, your stop loss about here or under the wicks, because now it's the risk reward is not as good. So you probably put your stop loss below this wick and we go long again. So let's go forward. Rejecting again. Amazing. Spike through this main support, because right now I don't think we're gonna create a double bottom. I don't think, because such a price action right here, the engulfing price action, creating V-shape as well, reversal, it's not gonna go as down anymore, because so much money like trapped in this that it's not gonna go down again. Okay. Wow. Amazing. Look at that. Beautiful and confirmed inverse head and shoulders in front of your eyes. Let's delete this because we don't need it. And what is the anatomy of inverse head and shoulders? Again, spike down, reversal, spike down to some kind of support resistance. Let's go back up, back down to the right shoulder area. Could be a little bit higher or lower, but now the main thing is, if we're gonna break this right here, it's a neckline. Okay, it's a neckline, same as double bottom and double tops. It's always a neckline. Okay, so what we're waiting for right now, waiting for the neckline, which is around here, and the trend line, which is right here, to be retested or broken. Okay, so to confirm this pattern, and it's going to be really bullish, that we have to break through this, and we already broken through. And you can see the spike. Look at the spike. What did I tell you about the spikes like this? That this is going to get filled, meaning the price should come up and fill the wick. So let's go forward. Bearish retest of the neckline and the trend line. Look at it. Beautiful. Retesting and rejecting. Trapping more people before the boom. Amazing. Beautiful retest in front of your eyes again. If we fill this wick, everything's confirmed to go higher. Rejection. We filled the wick, but it's rejecting back to the now fresh support. Okay, let's go forward. Beautiful. Wick right here. Let's go. Nice. Momentum is picking up. This whole morning move is now confirmed to be fake bullshit. Now let's focus. It's market makers trapping your money, getting emotional about trading, taking bad positions, making you take shorts. Okay, and now this is a proof that this is whole one setup. Okay, so this is inverse head and shoulders, a live example. Okay, guys, if you want to see what happened after, we can go. All right, this is a take profit area, or obviously if you know that the daily is so overextended as it was, because it was just going down, just going down, just going down so many days, you know you can swing it and hold the position, because it could be whole reversal. Okay, so as you can see, momentum picked up, big bangs, like pushed buttons and everything. Like, you can tell that the money being poured at the table. They're laughing now at the retail traders because they all sold right here. They've sold, and they're just laughing now in their faces that they took all their money, and they're just crying because they thought this whole move is amazing short opportunity. Let's go forward, guys. Another break in highs. Okay, this is a strong move, a strong bullish momentum now. It should be a pullback. Probably this area, as you can see, is already rejecting. Let's go forward. It's probably gonna go higher or back. As you can see, retesting and go in. At this point, I would be happy with my profits. I would probably take at least 70%. But as you know, you can use a daily price action to swing these type of trades. So I'll probably just hold for longer. Okay, we're now looking back. We're looking back to the future. I mean, in the history. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is the inverse head and shoulders in front of your eyes, so you can master next time you're trading. Okay, let's go forward just to see what happened. Looks like we're creating another head and shoulder pattern inverse. Amazing, spiking up. Look at it. All right, guys, this is it. This is a live replay mode, so you can see everything in front of your eyes, and I can explain exactly what happened, guys. So again, recap of Asian session. Doesn't matter if it looks like this, it's Asian session. Then we have London start going through New York session heavily reversed, trapped all these bears, now very, very bullish, amazing buy setup to be conservative. You can buy right here with a stop below the price action or below the wicks, and you target again the highs or even higher according to daily. Okay, this is it, guys. Thank you very much for listening, and see you soon at another professional sniper session. Thank you very much.